everybody, it's good to see you again. Looking forward to another season of Bike Week Nation. Can't believe I've been doing this for 10 years, but this is the 10th season of Bike Week Nation, so really looking forward to having a great year this year. I'm going to be telling you about the expansion of the High Octane Saloon. I don't know if you saw the show last week. I did a show specifically with John Turner about the expansion going on at the High Octane Saloon. They're going to be building a new building. I'm going to introduce a new segment this winter called Shop Time, which is basically just guys hanging out, building motorcycles. We're going to follow Dan Disorbo and myself, who are building a bobber out of my old 1975 Harley Davidson 175. And we're going to be hanging out with John Turner and Joe at Vintage Customs as they put together their own little bobber from an old rat bike. So that's something to do while we're getting ready for the spring. And then once the building starts coming at the High Octane, I'll give you updates as that happens, as the building comes together. And also going to be shooting a feature-length documentary at the Laconia Motorcycle Rally this year. So I'll give you updates on all of that as the weeks go by. So again, last week I told you guys about an expansion at the High Octane Saloon. So why don't we go ahead and talk to John Turner about a few more details about the new building at the High Octane Saloon.
We got a brand new building going up. We'll have it up for Bike Week. It's going to be a 50 by 100. No more tent here. I want a grand stage. I want a grand bar. I want grand lighting. I want everything in this thing. I want this. This is going to be a great building. I'm so excited about it because we've been here now for 2 years. This will be our third year coming that we have enough time and money to get this big building up. But I'm going to be very proud of this. My partner and I have worked very diligently on getting the right stuff, the right setup here. And I can't tell you the excitement. It'll be great. People will love this. I want it to be the greatest place on earth here.
You know what? There's not a lot going on in the winter. A lot of folks working on different things. I'm working on converting my old, dual sport dirt bike. I have an old Aermachi Harley Davidson 1975 175cc motorcycle that I'm turning into a bobber, and I really need to thank Dan Disorbo. He's really the one who's doing it for me. If anyone who knows me, I'm mechanically challenged, and I really could not have done this with Dan, and it's a great experience just hanging out with the guys and building a motorcycle. So why don't we just take a look at, the thing that struck me about this is my first custom build is how long everything takes. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, Dan and I were making, we took off the struts and we're making it into a hardtail struts. And just making those two custom pieces of metal took us all night long, took us 3-4 hours. And, last week we were just finishing up a fender job, and so tonight's shop time is just Dan Disorbo doing a little welding and putting together the fender for my mini bobber project. So let's take a look. $100 a hole off the block.
And he still likes us in spite of that. Yeah.
again, I just really want to thank Dan Disorbo, his wife Crystal, everyone at Disorbo Motorsports, the whole crew over there. You're going to get to know everyone. They're really helping me out. I could not have done this without them. So again, really thank you very much to the folks over at Disorbo Motorsports. Now we're going to do a little shop time with John Turner and Joe at Vintage Customs. They're putting together, a bobber themselves, getting it ready for Motorcycle Week coming up. And, it's funny when, we have these bikes and we let them sit around for years and years. And, we don't, at least I don't always empty the gas tanks. So, who hasn't dealt with bad gas? But, we always figure, if we just try hard enough, we'll be able to get it started.
Right down here into my shop. That radio don't work, there's another one on the other side. Oh. Background noise. Just give it a couple minutes, and then get the charge. Get rid of this right here.
Oh, we want that.
Yeah? No, what's that?
Yeah.
How long do you say this is supposed to sit?
Years.
Years? Yeah.
I think he had it out.
So that was the shop time segment for this week. We'll be doing that every couple of weeks. We'll give you an update on both the motorcycle builds. As the winter leaves and we go into riding season, we'll have more riding stuff we can do. But for the winter, we're going to be doing, focusing a lot on the expansion at the High Octane Saloon, and also going to be talking to you about the documentary that I'm going to be making at Laconia this year. So just a lot of stuff going on. I'm also putting together, Dan Disorbo's helping me put together a Kawasaki 175. We're going to be chasing the 175 land speed record at the Bonneville Salt Flats. So, I'll give you guys updates on that as the year goes on. So just a lot happening this year on Bike Week Nation. So glad to be back. Glad you're watching. And now don't forget, to take a look at, I'm doing Laconia Rewind segments on my Bike Week Nation YouTube channel. So please, go to my YouTube channel and like that and subscribe it, and hope you're all well. But for now, that's it. Duff out.